What's up, Facebook Nation? It's Jeremy Tompkins and my awesome friend here, Blake Elder. Thanks for being here today, Blake.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I guess we'll talk at the screen-ish. We can look at each other if we want to. But I just want to introduce you guys to this awesome guy, Blake. We're going to give him some time. I'm going to ask him some questions and give him some time to answer those and just kind of share who he is and what he's about. Not all of you guys get the opportunity to have these awesome one-on-one conversations with people on our team or in our lives. So, Blake, who are you?
So my name is Blake Elder, and I live out in Wasilla with my beautiful wife, Natalie, and we're having a baby next month.
Awesome.
So we're very excited about that, and I love life and adventures and so many great people out here have fun with in this world.
Cool. Nice. Okay, so you're out in Wasilla. What do you do out there?
So I work with RMG Real Estate out in Wasilla.
Okay.
I've got a couple different roles, and I'm very thankful to be leading the team out there. So I'm in charge of hiring and training and basically making sure that everybody's able to hit their goals and giving them the tools that they need to make that happen. And so I get to lead the team out there. I also do listings out in the valley, and so help people get their homes on the market, get them sold, and that kind of thing. And then the third role that I have is I'm responsible for expanding our team. So new business opportunities inside the real estate world and maybe something that's outside the real estate world, different business opportunities.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. Tell us a little bit about your story growing up. What did that look like? The Blake Elder, young Blake Elder.
So growing up was a lot of fun. I've got great parents and an older sister and a younger brother, and we're very close family, very entrepreneurial family. And so growing up, my parents were always buying different properties and renovating them, and it was us kids' job to go in there and clean them out. And no matter how nasty they were or how awesome they were, we were able to go in there and clean them out and learn how to do business. And my mom was very hardworking and still is very hardworking in the medical industry, so we had great examples growing up on how to be a business owner and how to be a very highly skilled employee and how that looks as well. And so growing up, that was the mindset. And in high school, I knew I wanted to go to college to be an investment banker. I had no idea what that was, but I really knew that I wanted to be one. And so I remember summer before college, all the construction people I was working with were making fun of me because, they couldn't spell investment banker. No, I'm just kidding. But they were making fun of me quite a bit because I didn't know what I was doing, but I was excited to go and do it. And so I went to college and got a finance degree. Ended up learning that I didn't want to be an investment banker, didn't want to go work in an office somewhere. And so I started some companies, bought a coffee shop, started a financial consulting bookkeeping company and ran those. And it was a lot of fun running those because I got to be involved with people that were awesome. My brother worked with me, my sister worked with me, Natalie, when she was my fiance, worked with me, and so it was a lot of fun working with people that I love. And then I got into real estate, and so I'm pretty young. I don't have that long of a story, but
Okay.
That's where I am.
That sounds like quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so going just off of that, share one of your craziest stories or whatever story comes to mind when you think back of like having to go in and clean out houses or whatnot.
Okay. So I've got two stories.
Okay.
Story number one is there's a rule when you're cleaning out the home. If you find it, you get to keep it. Now, most of the time, you don't want anything that you find in there, right? Most of the time, it's, broken dreams, bad memories, and the stuff that causes those.
Right.
And so there I was walking at the old nasty house that my dad had bought, and I tripped and I fell, and I was, 10, 11, 12, something. Tripped and I fell, and I'm laying there on the ground, and I look over, and there's a big wad of cash underneath a trailer in the yard. So I grab it, and it was $300.
Nice.
It was awesome. And for a 12-year-old, that's a ton of money, right?
Yep.
And so, of course, go inside, really stoked about it, tell my dad, tell my brother, my sister, and they, of course, they were mad. They wanted to try to be a little communist about it and say, we need to split this evenly. And my dad, thankfully, the American that he is, said, no way, finders keepers, losers weepers.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got to keep that. Another story. No, we'll stick with that.
Okay, that's a good story. Right on. Awesome. So you've had a couple businesses started and maintained a couple businesses, and family members have worked with you in those businesses. So it's been a lot of family entrepreneurship, kind of like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Right on. Tell me a little bit about what you're passionate about. I know that's kind of come out a little bit, but when you think passion, Blake Elder, what does that look like to you?
I think two things. One is stewardship. I really very firmly believe that each person is born exactly where they're supposed to be and for a reason. And so in my life, I feel very passionately that I have a big responsibility of stewardship with the relationships that I've been given, the opportunities that I've been given, and the people that I get to interact with. And so I'm very excited to be able to every day wake up and keep on earning that responsibility with the people that I lead, my family, the people I do business with, and be a good steward of those opportunities. And I feel like in at least where I was born, in the country, in the state, in the family, everything there, it'd be very lazy and very inappropriate to not take advantage of the opportunity there and be able to use that for helping other people.
Cool. All right. So stewardship. That's awesome. Legacy. Let's talk a little bit about legacy. When you think, ways out down the road, what is the legacy that you want to leave for your future generations?
Life is really short. We're not here for very long, and so I want to make sure that, a lot of people measure their life differently. I would measure mine by how many people come up to my funeral. Some of the greatest people I've known, you go to their funeral or their celebration of life, and there's just hundreds of people or thousands of people. And so for me, legacy would be, material possessions come and go, but if I can leave this earth and people remember the things that I did and the impact that I had on others and are able to use that as inspiration for what they're doing in their life, that would be an awesome legacy. And on the spiritual level of it, again, we're not here for very long. And so if I can raise children that love the Lord and are following in His ways, that's the legacy that I'd be shooting for.
Nice. That's cool. Share one thing that comes to mind that you would want to, like either a piece of advice or a word of wisdom that you'd like to give the people that are watching. Or a cool quote, anything. Or a cool quote. Something inspirational.
Okay. I guess the piece of wisdom that I would encourage you guys is stop letting yourself be held back. Everybody has ideas, has things that they want to do in their life, but for whatever reason, they just don't do them. So go make a list of things that you want to do and just go do it. You'll be amazed at how relatively cheap and easy it is to go do most of the things that you want to do, and just make it happen, and you'll have a much more fun and fulfilling life, and it really isn't all that much different than what you're doing right now, except for maybe you have more fun.
There you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. So again, Blake Elder, he's basically our team lead out in Wasilla for RMG and head of expansions and training people out there. What is, for people watching, is there a way that they would be able to help you in your business in any way to grow that? Is there anything specific that people could help out if they knew a way to do so?
Yeah. Two things. One is I love meeting new people and love learning about new people and interesting things. So if you are a cool person and know interesting things.
If you're not sure if you're a cool person, go ask the people that you hang out with if you're a cool person. They'll let you know. Yeah,
exactly. If you pass that test, give me a call, and I would love to get to know you and hear about the things that you know and just build that relationship. And then the second part is we're always looking for great people to get into business with. And so if you have a great business idea, or if you have a ton of time and energy and skills and have been unable to plug that into something yet, give us a call.
Cool.
Oh, I thought of a third one.
Okay.
I love stories, so if you have a great story, I definitely need to hear that as well, so call me for that.
Cool. Right on. That's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing, Blake. I really appreciate that. If you guys have any additional questions or comments for myself, or primarily Blake, leave them in the comments, and he has a social media, Facebook stuff. He'll get back to you. If there's anything you guys had comments or questions about, leave those below. We'd love to hear back from you. Thank you for stopping by and hearing a little bit about Blake Elder's story and who he is and what he's passionate about. And we just love you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Woohoo!